We don't give a fuck, give a fuck, give a fuck,
Boom, shakalaka. Good morning. Good morning, Kronies. How's it going, eh? How's it going? I hope we don't have any buffering issues today. I think I fixed it. We're going to find out. But we'll see. Still working on the color grading, obviously. Looks like my skin's a little greeny blue, but that's okay. One step at a time, I say. All right. First, let's shout out to Chats. Dibs, my man. I hope you feel better, buddy. Sorry to hear you hurt your back, man, lifting a cardboard box. You know, some cardboard boxes are heavy, bro. Mama Kay, gonna be enjoying her retirement in 2 weeks, and congratulations to both you, Mom, you and Dad. That's super awesome. I know it's gotta be a tough one, tough decision, but there's other things. There's other things that you can do now, right? And I know the girls definitely want Courtney and the girls want to go to Florida with you, so that's something we should do. Lone, yay, bonjour, comment ça va? Is it comment ça va? Bonjour de France, sorry. Stream's looking good, bud. Hey, Don, man, cheers, brother. I appreciate that, man. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with my live streams, dudes, as you guys know. Dropping frames like crazy. It's been a major haul here. First, I deleted all my software and reinstalled it, then that didn't work. So what else? I made some other changes. But anyways, ended up upgrading the motherboard and chip from an Intel sixth gen i7 to the Ryzen 9 5950X, and got a nice MSI motherboard, an X570S motherboard. And it's rocking and rolling. I'm running on 32 gig of RAM right now, but I'm going to get some faster RAM. I'm going to get 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm trying to get it 3600 MTS at a latency of 16, right? A CL16. So that's a little tricky to find, believe it or not. So yeah, and it's a little pricey. So the only one I could really find was this Trident Neo Z or whatever, and it would cost me we'll say $450 for the 64 gig, right? So it's like, holy cow. So yeah, the RAM and the RAM that's good is kind of is kind of disappearing. But there's this other RAM now, no, that's the Trident. Sorry, the Trident. The not the Neo, but the Royal. The Royal Z. That might be an option. I think it's a newer RAM, and it should work with the AMD, and I should be able to overclock it. So we'll find out. We're gonna find out some more before I buy the RAM. But either way, it's gonna cost like over $400, which sucks balls. Oh man, oh man. But anyways, today, guys, I'm gonna be talking about construction documents. Oh, sorry, my bad. I want to try something here, and I want to make sure. Let me know. The level should have just went down. Let me know if you can still hear it. Let me know if the music's too loud, not loud enough. Let me know, and so I can mark my volume level where it's at if it's good, and we can continue on. I was going to joke about the buffering. Maybe not. Yeah, buffering is a touchy subject right now, isn't it? Right on, buddy. Oh, man, oh, man. Yeah, and Lone, that's great. Shout out from France, man. That's great. Shout out to France. And Don, the stream's looking good, buddy. Right on, man. Yeah, so far so good. I don't think we've had any buffering knocking on whatever this is, then all the granite. And hopefully we don't get any buffering in the stream. I think I fixed it. I think I figured it out, guys. So I got green right now, and that's what we want. The whole stream is green, right? So I was gonna show you what I do, I kind of show you the bid package, and I have an architectural issued for construction drawings open. Most importantly, the specifications. Just a quick kind of rundown on specifications and how that all works, because it's super important. Probably the most important thing to understand is specifications and contracts, right? But the rest is pretty easy to learn. Hey, Sammy, buddy, what's up, my man? Good to see you, man. Shout out Sammy Superstar, guys. Yeah, so I'm working on this side as well. The second shot here, I'm working on this camera a bit. But yeah, it's looking better already. So compared to last time, I knew lens would do wonders on this camera, but I'm not too sure. See that angle's a little bit off, The MV7 is amazing, dude. I use it for everything, buddy. Everything now. My voiceovers. Oh, wrong button. I use it for my voiceovers, my live streams. I haven't used my Rode since I got it. This microphone is amazing. It has the best cancellation that I've ever freaking seen. Yeah, it's way better. It doesn't pick up all the silly. Yeah, I seen that. Wow, that is disgusting. So, no, this is not USB. No, this is not a USB. It is XLR only. This one, I can't believe it just buffered. That is disgusting. I don't know why. it buffers, guys. Like there's like nothing at all on my end. It's got to be YouTube. It's got to be my connection to YouTube. And like I was saying, I feel like it's because they're always doing their automated checks. Like making sure that you're not saying anything bad or whatever. I kind of have a feeling that's why it buffers. Because yeah, but anyway, so yeah, this is the XLR only version of the microphone, and it's great. It doesn't need passive power, phantom power. It's so weird. I don't understand how it works because if I forget to turn phantom power on, it still works. It still works, and you know what? I don't know if it works better or less. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't work better, but with the phantom power off, I should try see the difference between the sounds, right? But no, it's a very beautiful mic. I love it, and it's nice, yeah, because I have a little Focusrite, the Scarlett 2i2, that I can take around with me. That is a USB interface. So if I do go travel. Yeah, no, I don't know why. Like the buffering just kills the stream. Absolutely kills the stream. I don't know why it does this. Nobody else's freaking streams do this. Why do mine do this? I don't understand it. It makes no freaking sense to me at all. I got a terabyte. My network is fine. I'm getting 700 to 800 download speed consistently out here. I'm getting almost a full terabyte of upload speed. So I don't understand it. It's just I got good connections. Everything's hardwired. Maybe using NDI, but no, it was doing it before. When I wasn't running the NDI, it was still doing it. But yeah, I need some help. I need some real professional help because I have done everything. I have troubleshooted everything, guys, and I'm still getting it. So hopefully it doesn't do it a whole bunch this stream, because it's super frustrating. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm going to go through the construction documents, talk about how you can understand the specifications and find divisions that are relevant to you, what you could expect in a bid package, and of course, I'm here to answer any of your questions. So, did anyone see the trailer when they first came to the stream? Did anyone see the trailer? All right, since no one is talking about it, I'm just gonna. Let's see here. Where is this button? Okay, boom. Yeah, I do got it. Let's just see. I'm just doing a quick check on the audio before I get into it. But yeah, it's awful. I can't believe it's still buffering. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, so I cannot hear any music at all. All right. Let's just turn it up to there. Oh, wow. I can go right up there probably. There. That'll work. Okay. I'm checking on my phone, but I think it sounds good like that. Cool, dudes. And then, of course, if the music's annoying or whatever, let me know. I can fix it, dudes. Okay, so basically, I use Adobe Acrobat for everything. Okay, for all my PDF, my reading PDFs or whatever. Acrobat is kind of the go-to PDF application, but there's another one I use. It's called Nitro PDF. It's amazing as well. It's got extra features in it. It was simpler to use, in my opinion, than Acrobat for like combining and editing that and editing multiple page documents and stuff. So that's awesome. I also want to mention too, guys, that my website is well underway. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of learning. And there's a lot of resources that I got to put on it. And there's going to be videos for it, all this, like, for members and stuff like that. And then we'll be, through that website for members, we'll be able to, like, schedule like Zoom calls and stuff with me and stuff like that. So there is a membership tier that qualifies you for a Zoom call every month. So that'll be, we'll have like a place where we can book that call through the website. And then also I got some other things available. Like I got an entire health and safety manual that's been formatted, ready to go for sale, right? And of course, when you're a member, there's a whole bunch of documents you can get for free. But yeah, I will be selling safety paperwork and other stuff as well through the website. So just a heads up, that is coming. And in the meantime, if anyone needs anything, let me know. You can always email me, chris@constructioncronies.com. Did anyone see the new video I put out today? And more specifically, did you guys see the commercial that I shot that I put at the end for SimplyWise? Now, if anyone uses, it could be Zoom, it could be Discord, it could be anything. But yeah, Dibs, we could talk anytime you want. What was I gonna say here, dudes? I forget. I totally forget what I was gonna say. But anyway, so shoot. Oh yeah, the app. So it's a commercial. I haven't programmed it in here on a hotkey yet, but I will. I'm gonna play that for you guys as well. This commercial that I made, and I'll give you a discount code a little bit later on in the stream. We'll do that. But if anyone has an Apple, like an iPhone, and needs an app to help them keep track of receipts, this is the way to go. This will help the channel out, and it's a very affordable app. So and it does a lot. So distracting you, yeah, right? No worries, brah. No worries. Let me think here. So when I first get a job for bid, you get a package, right? It's a zip file, and inside that zip file, you're going to have addenda, plans, and specs. So when I'm doing an estimate, we create a file directory that has like templates in it and things like that. So depending on your company and how you bid jobs or whatever, create a couple folders for cutting and pasting into, or copying and pasting, into your estimates, into your estimate files. So what I mean by that is you want a folder for pricing, okay, and inside of that pricing, you're gonna have like your pricing templates, okay. So and then you want to have your takeoff, okay, a folder for takeoff, and then you have templates in that as well. Like estimate, right? Estimate and take off. Submittals is one. What's that? The first one I said there, anyways. But you get what I mean, okay? Your pricing, right? Pricing. You need to figure that out for you, okay? But those are the most common directories, and then you just put templates. And I have templates that you can use for all of those directories. Hey, Joel16, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good, happy Sunday morning, dudes. But when you get a package, it looks like this. So addenda. Addendum is important, okay? You need to make sure you have all of the addenda. Those are the changes. So addendum is changes and clarifications, right? So that'll change something in the drawings or specifications. It may be contract, but generally it'll change something in the contract documents, like the drawings or specs, okay? So it's very important to read and make sure you have all addenda when you're pricing a job. Okay, and when you do submit a price, you always write on your quote the drawings with the date like the date issued for construction or issued for tender, okay, with the date. So drawing this, dated this. And then in specifications, this, and addendas 1 to 5, okay, or 1 to 8 or whatever, okay. You have to put down the documents you use to price the job, right? So it's not overly complicated or anything like that. You just gotta, once you know how to write that nice fun like summary, like the quote summary, like you're golden, right? You're golden. So specifications. Let's open this a little wider. So you know what? I don't have any. I don't have a spreadsheet on here. I need to get a Microsoft Excel back up and running. So we can only look at PDFs for now. But so anyway, so this price bid breakdown. This is a stipulated price for a stipulated price contract. It's just a breakdown form. It'll break down the divisions, okay, or the components in the like your scope of work, right? It's a breakout unit price breakdown, right? So bid breakdown form, and then this is a unit price form. Okay, so they can figure out if there's going to be any extra work regarding this and this and this. This is what it'll cost them. Okay. I think I opened this one, the Mill Creek Project Manual. I did. Oh. Come here, you sucker. I'm gonna get you, sucker. How do I move this stupid thing? There we go. Okay. So, Project Manual is always gonna have like a table of contents like this. When you do price a job, the instructions to bidders, whether you're subcontractor or general contractor, or you're going to work under like your second tier sub or whatever, those you need to read the instruction to bidder. Definitions is always good to read. General conditions, supplementary conditions, general requirements, and summary of work. All that stuff is pretty important. So Division 0 and 1, okay, are always reserved for procurement and general requirements. So your first thing you want to do is read instruction to bidders, obviously, right? So that would be page 5. It's kind of nice. It tells you the division here. I'm going to explain these numbers in a minute. Okay, so instructions to bidders. So you got your section and then your subsections. Okay. Instruction to bidders. So 1.1 submission of tender, and these will be the instructions for that, right? So let's see here. So a bidder's response to this tender must be received no later than 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on insert date. Submissions are to be sent via email. Okay, so that is your cutoff. So you generally, like an hour before cutoff is crazy. So if you're a general contractor, okay, you want to send out to all your subcontractors to make sure they have their prices into you say like 2 hours before your close. So if this closes at 2 p.m., you want all of your pricing to be in by noon. Okay, it can get really crazy. A lot of guys don't even realize that. They ignore it, and you're getting pricing like an hour after close, even, right? But if it's too late, it's too late. You can't use it. And in a situation where you have to name your contractor, you're out of luck. Okay, you're out of luck if you submit late. But yeah, that's just what it is. So bid withdrawal. These are all standard terms and conditions, okay? And this specifications is very important. It trumps anything in your drawings or details or anything like that, okay? And it's an extension of the contract, okay? So is the drawings, but this right here is very important. So let's check out division. It'll say Division 9, This is a geotech, okay? Usually it'll be in here. Geotechnical investigation, so it's a car wash, right? So you're going to have a geo report for sure on that. But yeah, like site description, pretty awesome. This is a very thorough specification book. And yeah, these geo reports are nice. they're not very relevant to like say steel stud drywall guys, right? But to the concrete guys doing the grade beams and all that, and doing any kind of like even plumbing and underground services, maybe, you know. But yeah, more for like piling and like grade beams and like cribbing concrete and stuff like that, right? So and then of course your overall groundwork, landscaping, that's all relevant. So yeah, some trades will need this, but most trades won't. Let's get through the geo report and get to the first division, and let's see if it closure stamped appendix. So list some nice drawings, samples and all that. If I remember, there's a lot of piling that goes into car washes, like a lot of piling. Okay, see all this data. This is the geo report. Like this is a very in-depth geo report, guys. All right, so bid information. Here we go. So bid form. If you go down to section 004113, okay, your bid form, your stipulated price bid form. Okay, date submitted by, name, address, blah blah blah. Okay, look at that. Having examined the place of the work and all matters referred to in the instructions to bidders and the contract documents prepared by CDM Design for the above-mentioned project, we undersigned hereby offer to enter into a contract using CCDC 2008 contract form to perform the work for the price of, and then boom, there's your price. Okay, one price, taxes applicable, provincial, not taxes included. Okay, you don't put the taxes in there. Okay, taxes and GST are excluded from the bid price. Okay, and then your acceptance. So right here, refer to section 002113. Okay, for conditions of acceptance, and the offer shall be open for acceptance and is irrevocable for 30 days. Okay, so remember that. Okay, you have to put something like that in irrevocable price for 30 days. Okay, that should be in all your quotes, guys. And so if the bid is accepted by the owner within the time period stated above, we will commence work, insert date. Okay, so this is also something you need to predetermine, right? So that you need to know when not when the job starts, when your trade starts. Okay, not when the job starts. Okay, when your trade is expected to be there. But yeah, then there you go. Addenda, right? The following addenda have been received. So addendum 1, 2, 3, date, okay? And they're being considered, and all costs hereto are included in the price, okay? They don't want you to say, oh, I never got that addenda, so now I'm going to price it, right? No, you got to be upfront. They'll know if you, they'll ask, right? And if it's a addendum specifically for your trade, they're going to know that you need to have that listed, right? So if you don't have that listed, you're in your tight schedule on close day, you might not get your price back in time. Okay, so your wording is everything on like you got to be prepared ahead of time. Okay, know how to close a job. All right, so let's see here. Look at that right there. So here is this is where the bidder here, this owner is asking the bidder to name the subcontractors, and this is really great for subcontractors because if you're named in the contract, it's harder for them to switch you out. Okay, they have to have a reason to switch you out, and they could be liable for doing so. Okay, for damages. So you need to say, so portion of the work, so division 9 drywall or something, right? Or doing steel stud and drywall, division 5, 7, and 9, right? Whatever, I don't know. Just in the contractor's name, okay? That's it. Concrete, cribbing, grade beams, whatever, piling contractor, mechanical contractor, this, right? Elevators, whatever, okay? And then, yeah, right? That tells you the contract. So definitions is a good placed, a good thing to read. It's going to clarify anything, okay? Plus, it's anything you don't understand in wording wise, it's going to tell you here, okay? Like, look, cost plus contract. A contract under which a contractor is reimbursed for the direct and indirect costs for the performance of a contract, and in addition is paid a fee for services. The fee is usually stated as a stipulated price or as a percentage of cost. Right, so it just clarifies some things for you, right? Instructions to bidders. Instructions contained in the bid documents to convey an owner's expectations and criteria associated with submitting a bid. So, pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Once we start getting into like the meat of the specs, though, okay, like let's jump ahead now. Like these are just basic general requirements and stuff like that. All good stuff that you should read. Let's get up to actual division. Summary of work. Here we go. So section includes documents and terminology, associated requirements, work expectations, work by other parties, premises usage, agreement and definitions, general conditions, supplementary conditions, all other divisions. 1. Specifications sections and geotech report. But yeah, so look at that, right? Yard work, grading, backfill, compaction. So this is still in the section 1, right? The general conditions, okay, summary of work or whatever. We haven't even hit a trade division, a trade specific division yet, okay? And we are like more than halfway through the document, so keep that in mind. So end of section. All right. Mechanical, this is a summary. Yes. Oop. So how's it going, Fridjols? How you doing, buddy? What's good? Let's jump down here. There we go. All right. I had, was there a second volume in there? Health and safety, regulatory requirements, contract closeout, and the section. Okay, so yeah, that was just volume 1. There must be a volume 2 then. Oh, that's weird. Let's see if I can find a different. Look at that, general documents. Look at that, abstracts. Nice. There's a lot of extra information in here. There we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so the divisions are divided basically, you think, into like trades. Okay, so if you're in steel stud and drywall, you're going to be thermal moisture protection, which is division 7. Division 5 is metals. Okay. Division 9 is finishes. Okay, so gypsum board assemblies. Okay, Division 9 will be drywall. Okay, finishes. So we got painting, tile, carpeting, resilient flooring and accessories, acoustical panel ceilings. Okay, so T-bar, tiling, gypsum board. All right, so those are your two main for steel stud and drywall: Division 7 and Division 9. Division 5, I always read it as well, and I make sure there's anything in there for steel stud, okay? I always check that out. But yeah, so Division 7, page 2 and 8, 22. Oh, so it should be right away. Let's see here. Emergency response plan. That's crazy awesome. Emergency response plan. That's huge. All that stuff too, I can show you guys, like all this emergency response plan and stuff. Okay, let's check out Division 5 while we're here, okay? So Division 3 and so Division 5. Just want to, if I can see, so design wall framing system to support side folding grill, including but not limited to the following components. So studs, top and bottom tracks, bridging and bracing, top and bottom track connections to main structure, including fabrications to accommodate main structure deflections. So you have your slot track. That's basically telling you need to have your deflection track, your slot track, okay? Anything that's floor to ceiling, to underside a structure, right? That's where that's the specifying that, okay? So yeah, and live load deflections after construction. For framing component connections. So this is your summary, dude. So now, right, let's go. Let's check this out, okay? Related requirements, so Section 8, right? Section 8. Section 9. So if you have anything, like look at that, gypsum board assembly. So Section 9, so that's Division 9, Section 21, subsection 16, right? So we'll say Section 092116. We'll highlight that. That's relevant to us, right, for drywall. Okay. Uncoated thickness of lightweight steel framing shall be not less than 95% of the thickness used in the design for the framing system. So lesser thicknesses may be permitted at bends arising from the cold forming process. Metal thicknesses listed in this section are minimum uncoated steel thickness, exclusive of any subsequent coatings or treatments. Okay, you get that? So like galvanized or something, right? Then you got your references for standards, your CSA or American Society for Testing and Materials, ASTM, and then submittals. Provide required information in accordance with Section 0133 submittal procedures. Action submittals. Provide the following submittals before starting any of the work in this section. Shop drawings. Submit shop drawings clearly indicating all construction details, including connections and anchor requirements. Indicate type, size, and spacing of fastening devices. Indicate design loads. Do you understand that? Right? So, and then the next one here, data. Submit product data for mechanical fasteners indicating sizes, shear and pullover loading capacity where applicable. Provide data indicating thickness and type of corrosion protection coating. Wow, so that's really intense. Okay, that's a lot of submittal action. You need to know this stuff when you're pricing a job, because it takes time to do all this, guys, and sometimes it costs money to get it done, right? If you need shop drawings done, every time I need a set of shop drawings, I budget an extra $500. Simple as that, right? You gotta know, you gotta check this stuff out. Okay, so welding shall be performed, right? So if we're not doing any welding, that's not up to us. Okay, this is good. So materials: steel framing members and accessories. Steel conforming to CAN CSA S136 and identified as to specification, type, grade, and mechanical properties. Metal core thickness and spacing determined by design professional engineer. Hot dip galvanized steel roll formed with knurled flanges and cutouts for surfaces and bracing. Galvanizing conforming to blah blah blah, right? Z180. So yeah, that's great. That's just going to tell you right there. Okay, so it's not specifying any specific gauge or whatnot. It's saying it's up to the designer. So you'll find that on the drawings. Okay, it'll say 6-inch or light gauge, 6 or heavy gauge. Sometimes here it'll say if the drawings say light gauge, it's 25. If the drawings say heavy gauge, it's 20. Right, or 18, or it'll say in here all exterior walls will be 18 gauge, all interior walls will be 25. Okay, it'll say that sometimes in the specifications, but you don't know if you don't read it. You have to read it. Okay, metal to concrete. So look at that, Hilti drilled insert quick con, minimum 8 millimeters. Powder actuated fasteners are not acceptable. You see that, dudes? Hey, thank you for the subscribe, Joe Barrento. Sorry if I said that wrong, but thank you so much for the subscribe. Shout out, man. Shout out. Welcome. Good to see you, man. So see that, right? This tells you here you cannot use the Hilti shots in the concrete. You have to drill it, and it's asking for this specific product, Hilti insert. Okay, it has to be Hilti. Has to be this quick con. That's it. Unless you put in an RFI or request for change, like a change order request or something. Okay, that's something you would have to do, and that's what you would say. Okay, according to section 2.1.2.4 regarding metal to concrete, can I use you can, or U-line or whatever, you can smack pins or whatever instead. You know what I mean? Say something like that. But you have to get those fasteners approved. If you didn't read the specifications, you would automatically assume you're just gonna shoot the track down, right? So it's important. This is the kind of stuff I'm just trying to point out to you guys. These little details. It's the devil's in the details. Okay. All right. So metal to metal. So sheet metal screws conforming to ASME 18 with minimum 0.008 millimeter thick galvanized coating and number 8 self-drilling, self-threading, case hardened type hex pan and low profile head profile type to suit application. Length sufficient to penetrate not less than 3 fully exposed threads beyond joined materials. So look at that, metal to metal as well. It's asking for screws. Like it didn't specify powder actuated not accepted. It didn't specify it, but it did specify it wanted screws, hex screws. Okay, number 8s. So like the number 8 pan heads or the or like the 1/4 inch. I think the 3/16 or whatever, the hex head ones. Okay, it's look at that, bolts and nuts conforming to, okay, with washers and hot dip galvanized finish. Metal to structural steel. So secure track to structural steel over 8 millimeters thickness with proprietary fastening system. There you go. Acceptable materials. Hilti DX fastening systems with ENH2-21 21L15MX or whatever. You know what I mean? So, or drilled insert steel, cadmium plated or hot dip galvanized. But right there, it's saying that you can use the shots to metal to structural steel. So the metal to metal, that's your framing screws. Okay, your pan heads, they want number 8s all the way here. Okay, you're not going to be able to use your regular number 10s. Okay, you got to use the number 8s on this job, which is crazy. It's just overkill. I hate the number 10 or 8s. I just can't stand them. But there you go. You see, like, just a couple little details there. That tells you how to fasten things. Okay, guys. So the specifications are very important to get familiar with and get comfortable in. Okay, it's very straightforward. It'll tell you the exact defect. Like look at that, erect metal studding to tolerance of plus or 3 millimeters. Non-cumulative from design spacing. Spacing in any case shall not exceed the requirements of the finishing materials. See that? Like, dude, out of plumb shall not exceed 1/500 of the member length. Out of straight right, camber or sweep shall not exceed 1/1000th of the member length. You see that, right? So it's giving you tolerances for being plumb and level, okay? So be aware. If you just go ahead and put a wall and it's a ½ inch out, right? They have now in the documents legal means to take you to court and make you, after everything's finished, to fix it and pay for everything, okay? So get it right the first time. Make sure everything's nice, plumb and level. Okay, use your lasers all the time. Throw away your levels. All right, look. All right, so this section includes requirements for design, supply, and installation of metal fabrications and design wall framing system to support side folding grill, including but not limited to the following. Okay, so support brackets, secondary structural members, da 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 da. Okay, we're not going to go through every single thing here. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for here. Okay, because it's very specific. Obviously, specifications are specific. Go figure, right? And then it seemed like a lot of over planning. However, understandable, yeah. If it comes to problems in the future, they know what they're dealing with. 100%. And that's the whole idea is protecting the owner by being as specific as they can is good for the owner, because they're telling people exactly what they want, and it's good for the guys building it because it's also telling you what they want. So everyone's pricing it fairly, okay? Because that's the whole idea of the fairness of a bid tender process, is that it's fair. Everyone's bidding the same scope of work, same materials, same process, whatever, okay? And it just comes down to your buying power and the skill level of your crew, okay, at the end of the day. But yeah, and this is the thing, like, so when you're bidding a job and you're like, oh, like these guys are specifying, like I was saying, the best is in cladding when they're specifying Vic West panels. Sometimes Vic West has like some companies will have exclusive product, okay? So that you take that profile and get it from it's like a different company, okay? Because it's if they don't have the dies set up to do it, and so the Vic West stuff is overpriced, and so you're always wanting to find an alternative to their product. And you got to put it in right away, and you got to, and the designers are, It's just, it can be difficult, okay, to get, or say they specify Roxol and you want to use thermofiber, it's just stuff like that. You got to have that changed, okay, because if they find out later that you installed thermofiber where they want Roxol, guess who's opening up the walls and replacing it and finishing it and paying for it? You are, right? But yeah, so they're telling you rate-headed concrete anchors, sizes as required, and it's just giving you more information. Yeah, see, delegated by design professional, so it'll be in the drawings, basically, is what it's saying. Metal to metal, fasteners and welds. Oh yeah, look at that. So use self-tapping, shake-proof, flat, round, oval-headed screws on items requiring assembly by screws or as indicated. Yeah. Not a whole lot of finishes in the whole Division 5, right? It just talks about like galvanizing and stuff like that, erection. So this is actually kind of funny. I just want to say, so conform the reviewed shop drawings to fabrication and erection. Resubmit modifications required to accommodate on-site conditions other than minor dimensional changes by the delegated design professional engineer and reviewed with the consultant for acceptance prior to proceeding with work. Provide continuous top and bottom tracks. Cut bottom of stud square and set with full contact in the bottom track. You see that, guys? Look at that. Screw fasten out just to square your studs off. Okay, it seems petty, but you can't put anything past them. Okay, there might be another reason why they need somebody to pay for that part of the work. Okay. Look at that. Flame cutting is not permitted. I've never seen anyone flame cut steel studs, but that's okay. Look at that. Look at that. Provide minimum of 3 studs at corners. Okay. Minimum 3 studs at corners. That's a biggie right there. Okay. That is a big one right there, okay? Because, like, a corner is basically 1 stud, okay? And if so, that you're going to have studs for the corner. That's what that means, okay? Not like tripling up. It's not saying put 3 studs back to back at the end of the wall. No, it's saying that means hard corners. Right, so look at that. Out of plumb shall not exceed. Like, that's really specific, guys. Like, you want to make sure you're like, this is going to be a big job in the millions of dollars. This one, rough carpentry. Woohoo! We don't have to read that unless you're doing the rough carpentry. Same stuff applies for any trade, guys. We're gonna go up to Division 7. I'm gonna skip over Division 6. Go to Division 7. It'd be nice to have like a side. I like the drawings that have the indexes on the side, you know, where you can click, you know, to the right to the division. It is super handy. Oh, there we go. Division 7 and the section there. So fire rated separations and assemblies. Okay, if you're in drywall, this is a biggie for you. Okay, this is a biggie. It's going to tell you a lot, right? Fire stopping and smoke seals, openings through fire resistive assemblies, top of wall and building perimeter joints, and mechanical and electrical penetrations. Gypsum board assemblies, materials used in fire rated assemblies. It's going to tell you in section 9. Okay, so that's our last final section. Okay, but existing fire separations must be maintained as such, and any cutting must be sealed to retain the separations assembly rating. Look at that. Fire rated for fire resistance rated assemblies and materials shall bear a label and proof of acceptance as indicated by design designations. From ULIC or whatever, ULC list of equipment and materials for whatever. There's your symbols right there, very specific. Fire stopping, yeah, look at that. So this section includes requirements for design, supply, and installation of penetration fire stopping and smoke seal systems for penetrations through the following fire resistant rating assemblies, including both empty openings and openings containing penetrating items, so walls and partitions, construction enclosing compartmentalized areas. Floor to wall joints, head of wall joints, and wall to wall joints. Right on. Interesting. This section includes requirements for installation of fire stop systems under a single source of responsibility, either through direct supervision of the contractor or a single trade responsibility performed by a specialty subcontractor at the choice of the contractor. Right. So yeah, there is fire stop specific companies that do it. Right. So they want a pro. They want the pros in there. Okay. But yeah, this stuff is important stuff, man. Like it can tell you a lot. Okay, like you got when you're cutting drywall around penetrations, it's nice. Sometimes you got to be very specific on how wide that cut has to be away from each type of pipe. Some big time, big companies or big jobs. Sorry. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought again. Sorry, dudes. I keep looking. I'm looking at too much here. But anyways, look at that. So fire stopping and smoke seal systems. Oh yeah, right. The just like sometimes you need to have like a 1/4 inch for gas lines. You need to have an 1/8 for water, and you know what I mean. You want to be a 1/2 inch for this. You know what I mean. So there might be different spacing, and that's for your fire rating. The size of the bead of the caulking, right? It couldn't be different. You got to check because sometimes your penetrations. Yeah, my brain is not buffering. No. But yeah, it tells you right here. So what products, but are not limited to, which is nice. So systems that may be incorporated into the work include, but are not limited to, those systems indicated, right? So you can find products or systems that are have the same specs as these and use them. Okay. Fire stopping. I kind of want to go to Division 9. Look at that. Top of wall joint, 1 hour or 2 hour gypsum wall assembly. Okay. This is telling you, see the flutes? It wants the flutes stuffed. So basically, you need to price like either extra Roxol for that, or you can get their special by Hilti. They you just cut them 6 inches or whatever the thickness of your wall, and you slip them in. They're shaped to the flute already. You just cut them to 6 inch or whatever the size of the wall and stuff it in. That's the way I would recommend doing it. Okay, it's just, and then it shows you going the other way. Okay. Look at that. So 75 millimeter flanges. Sealing runner to be provided with 25 millimeter flanges. Sealing runner installed with the U-shaped deflection channel with a 38 millimeter gap maintained between the top of the sealing runner and the top of the deflection plate. So yeah, good details, guys. Like, this is important stuff to know when you're doing this. Basically, yeah, if you're doing a fire rated anything, you got to know you got to stuff the flutes, okay, with insulation, okay. But there could be specific products that need to be like number 6. Flexible fire stop sealant on both sides of wall assembly as recommended by manufacturer. So sometimes you got to stuff it with that Roxol, and then the fire caulking as well goes over top. I've seen some jobs just use crazy amounts of fire caulking. It's crazy. There's a cable tray through the wall. What to do there, right, for the cable trays. All right, we got a cable bundle through a wall. Very good. Very specific. Lots of detail here, which is great. That's crazy, right? E7, enter through 1 hour. Yeah, look at that. There's a plumbing penetration. Multiple penetrations. Like, wow. Very specific, guys. So, like, think about that, right? It's telling you now how to deal with your penetration. So, you might need different gaps for different things, right? Depending on what you're doing. These are your sleeves and stuff, right? Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Joint sealants, okay? Joint sealants. So this also is important because you want to make sure you're checking to see where you have to add caulking. Okay, sometimes they don't want tearaway tape. Say you're going into block walls and things like that. They want caulking. This is where you're going to find that information. Okay. Hollow metal frames. So there you're talking about like any hollow metal frame stuff, okay? Like some doors and windows. Wood doors. But yeah, section 8's, there's your grill right there. Side folding grill. Aluminum framed entrances and storefront. That's glazing, right? Sometimes if you're framing for it, or around it, you might need to get some information about it, okay, from that. Look at that. Sliding automatic entrances, da-da-da. Door hardware. So yeah, when you're getting your doors priced, you definitely want to send them this section, okay, of the specifications. You can just take these pages out. These things too. When you're sending pricing to your suppliers, guys, you need to send them the pages. So that's why I like an app like Acrobat, where you can take pages out and just send them the pages they need. You don't send them the entire spec book. You just send them the spec pages you need. That's an Estimator Pro power tip right there, okay? To extract the pages you need for your suppliers for your pricing, and get that get that attached to your pricing sheet, and then send it out together, right? Look at glass and glazing. Okay. All right, the final thing we're going to look at under specifications is this. So interior gypsum board for walls, ceilings, and bulkheads. Non-load bearing steel framing. Suspended ceiling framing for interior applications. There you go. So levels of finish. Standard levels of finish defined by GA manual apply to products of this section. So level 0, no tape or joint compound. Level 1, embedded tape at joints in ceiling plenum areas, concealed areas, unless a higher level of finish is required for fire resistance rated assemblies and sound rated assemblies. Level 2, embed the tape and apply separate first coat of joint compound to tape fasteners and trim flanges where panels are substrate for tile. Level 3, embedded tape and apply separate first and finish coats of joint compound to tape fasteners and trim flanges at panel surfaces that view. Okay, so good thing is there's no level 5 in this job, right? So that's good. But that there gives you a definition of the finishing, the level of finish. Okay, so when we say level 5, it means like skim coating the whole wall. So product data for each type of product. You got to submit samples for trim accessories. Full size sample, 305 millimeter long for each trim accessory, so a foot long or whatever for trim accessories or whatever. And that's see there, right? Not later than 30 days from following award of contract. Submit copies of all assembly and materials listing for right? Sound transmission characteristics for gypsum board assemblies with STC ratings. Provide materials and construction identical to those tested in assembly. In assembly, indicated according to ASTM E90 and classified according to ASTM E413 by a qualified independent testing agency for STC ratings and specific assemblies indicated on drawings. So that's a lot of testing you're going to have to, you might have to pay for. So be aware of that, right? And add it into your price, dudes, right? We got double runner deflection track, outside runner using 50 mil flanges, inner runner 33. Maintain 25 millimeter, 1 inch of deflection, guys. So they want 1 inch deflection. So this is like a deep leg deflection track. Top runner having 50 mil, 75 millimeter down standing legs, maintaining 13 millimeter minimum deflection space. Slotted deflection track for fire separations. Okay, good. Pre-manufactured slotted top runner with 63 millimeter down standing legs and having 6 millimeter wide by 38 millimeter high slots, spaced at 25 millimeter on center. A long length of runner tested and certified for use in fire weighted. So that's good right there. Acceptable materials. Brady Construction Innovations slip track systems. Ooh, interesting. Slip track systems. and metal framing. Yeah, Dietrich metal framing. So Bailey will have a slotted track as well. Okay, you might need to put a RFI in. Okay, asking if you're able to use the Bailey material. Horizontal cross bracing. Look at that, bare thickness with minimum 13 mm wide flange. Clips, right? It's talking about clips, furring channels. .22 gauge. You can't get the stuff that's been rebranded here either. Okay, they'll know based on the numbers. Okay, but yeah, mold resistant board. It'll tell you location, vertical surfaces unless otherwise indicated. Basis of design. So look at that, Den's armor as well. But yeah, that's kind of boring stuff. I know. Okay, it is what it is. But that's specifications. It's important to understand them because you're gonna have some issues if you don't start reading the specs and using them in your pricing. You're gonna have some issues later on down the road. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? I know there's nobody here. I probably put everyone to sleep with the whole specifications thing, but it's an important topic, and I know it's not very interesting, but you know. How's our tunage going? Still good? Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, bud. What's happening, little dude? 1 second. I'm inside, bud. I'll be out in a bit. That's what I was wondering, because usually we don't see that double track system anymore. We were trying to find it before. Does that picture look like it's like going up into the flute there? Like, how would you get that to work? 2.5-inch legs. There's no way. Hey, Peanut. Oh. All right, sorry about that. I'm still here, but I'm looking for memory. Yeah, right on, dudes. Yeah, yeah. You were saying something too about the rib job memory. I mean, it's very affordable, but I don't understand. Like, it should work with the AMD system. I like this whole thing about if it'll work with my chip, but I think the new Zen 3 chip that I got will work with any RAM. But yeah, there's a structural slotted deflection track. Yeah, I know the CL16 is hard to find. It's hard to find, but I have found it. It's just harder to find. Yeah, look at that. That is no, it's not. Okay, that's just flat. Okay, duh. I was gonna say that there's your typical slot track right there for fire rating. Okay, anything goes to underside of structure. And then you see him there stuffing in the flutes in the top of the wall there. You need to set to XMP2, so profile 2. Yeah, so right now I'm set on profile 1, I think. So I should set to XMP2, eh? Yeah, and that's all I got to do, eh? Yeah. So then he's gonna also it's gonna get covered with the fire caulking compound as well at the top. Okay, that's very messy stuff. And if you need to do that, if you need to get that done on your job, you need to know that and price it for your wall assemblies, because that could get pricey. If you forget that, dudes, you're so screwed if you forget this part. Okay, when you're pricing, you need to make sure you include the flutes. Okay, the fire stop and the Roxel to stuff that. Okay. Again, this guy's just got the spray on stuff, which is really good. Try it, but most of the new RAM is XMP2. Yeah. Yeah, XMP 2.0 you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. Yeah, dude. So yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna get into it. There's nobody here, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk about freaking drawings now. But if you guys have questions about this stuff, if you're watching the replay, let me know. If you guys want to do a stream where we look at drawings again, let me know. I might not do this again if this is like if it's really too boring for everyone and if no one wants to learn it, then I might not do it. But it's up to you guys. You guys let me know what you think. But yeah, I feel like I lost you guys on this one. If anyone's here and does want me to talk about the drawings, let me know. No, of course not, Dibs. Of course not, man. You know what I mean. It's just, yeah, it's really weird. Usually there's more people here. But yeah, I scared everyone away talking about specifications. But yeah, dudes, I totally need some new RAM because like this computer is running really good. It's really sweet, even with the 32 gigabyte and like it's older RAM. It's running at 2400, right? I don't know what the latency is on it, but it's the RAM I'm running right now is the Ripjaw. No, the Flare X, right? It is AMD RAM. Yeah, I appreciate you, Dibs. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not even your thing. I know. So I appreciate the support, man. But yeah, like there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this stuff. The contract documents, we could talk about it every day for a week, and you might start to understand it. But yeah, like I was saying, if anyone has any questions about it, let me know. I'll gladly answer your questions, dudes. Dibs, I gotta show you this commercial. See, I gotta go over to my computer to play it because I don't have a hotkey for it yet. But check out this commercial I made for this app, okay? And then there is a discount code. I will tell you guys after. So if you're watching this live, you can get the code.
If you work for yourself, say you're a realtor or a contractor, and you keep track of receipts and expenses, SimplyWise is the best app out there. For $23.99 a year to digitize paper with unlimited scans and storage, $59.99 a year to do that, and to export itemized expenses into spreadsheets so that you never miss a tax deduction. SimplyWise organizes all of your documents in one place. It's perfect for recording receipts on the go. Then export them into a spreadsheet for tax time with each category totaled up so that you never miss a write-off again. The app could not be easier to use. You take a photo of a receipt or a bill, and it instantly digitizes and categorizes it. No more envelopes or drawers of receipts. The old glove compartment box, right? Search for what you need when you need it. At tax time, export a spreadsheet of your receipt data with totals by category and maximize your deductions with less effort.
Oh, are you getting an echo?
I'm going to leave a link to SimplyWise down in the video description. Not only will it make your life easier, but it really helps the channel, and it's going to give you a lot more time for
I know why there isn't. I know why there is an echo. It's because I didn't mute it in my headphones. So thanks for letting me know about that. But sorry as well, man. That probably was really annoying.
if you You work for yourself, say you're a realtor or a contractor, and you keep track of receipts and expenses, SimplyWise is the best app out there. For $23.99 a year to digitize paper with unlimited scans
now
and
you won't
storage,
have an echo anymore.
$59.99 a year to do that, and to export itemized expenses into spreadsheets so that you never miss a tax deduction. SimplyWise organizes all of your documents in one place. It's perfect for recording receipts on the go.
Yeah, I forgot to mute it in the headphones. So sorry about that. But anyways, it's fixed now. So next time I play it. But anyways, if you want to get that app off the App Store for $19.99 a year, use code SLOB. Okay, SLOB, SLOB, and that'll get you to get you that app for $20 for a year, or $20 a year for 20. Yeah, using my code. I am going to put out like a members post, and that code will also be attached to that as well. I'm gonna do like an updated version next time I do I shoot a different segment for that. I'll say the code in the actual ad. So, but yeah, that's kind of that, right? But yeah, man. So, man, how long have we been going for? Just over an hour, I guess, eh? Let me see. For the whole hour and a half. Hey, David Williams, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks. Yeah, check it out. SimplyWise. Yeah, if you got an iPhone, it's coming for Android. It's coming to Android soon, which is good because I can't wait because I use Android, so I'm anticipating it. I want to get using it, but yeah, it looks like a good app, you know. But yeah, good company, very very awesome to work with. Has it been doing a lot of buffering, Dibs, or is it definitely better? Like, is the buffering definitely better, or has it been buffering a lot? Like, it should be fixed. Like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it, man. But yeah, and then too, next time if we do decide to go into detail, like into more in depth on the drawings, maybe 6. Yeah, like it went good for a long while there. It went good. So, but yeah, what a disappointment. It's not my computer. It's not my software anymore. So it's definitely YouTube. So and that's what I think it is. It's their automated systems like scanning me. You know, I'm pretty sure that's what's causing the lag. Because, yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'd never see anyone else's streams buffer like this, and like, yeah, I got a really good connection, good computer. It makes no sense, 0 sense. It could be like one funky setting somewhere that I screwed up. You know, it is that simple. It could be one simple little thing. But I don't know. I don't know what the heck. It's really unfortunate, man. But you guys have July 4th tomorrow, so tomorrow's a holiday for our brothers and sisters down south, eh? Is July 4th a holiday for you guys? Sure it is, right? Yeah, it makes no sense, right, David? I don't get it. Why my streams get hammered so hard with that buffering is unbelievable. America, yeah, the United States, yeah. I always find it weird because like America's a big continent, but yeah, we're I guess North Americans, but so are you, right? Like we're all North America, the States and Canada, right? So it's just like, you know, it could be the copyright system going crazy. Could be, yeah. Could try that. Could try the no music. Could be the copyright system. Yep, doing that. Yeah. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Absolutely. Yeah. We just had Canada Day on here the other day. So that's always fun. We did I did a live stream that day, but we let's say. Green dot with no data. That's too funny. Oh my god. But yeah, before we shut down, I just want to give anyone opportunities to ask any questions. If you guys have any questions about anything while we're here, let me know now. I'll stay up for a few more minutes here and answer any questions you guys have. No buffering now. Right on, dudes. Right on. Yeah, that's good. Man, I've done everything, guys. I'm so sorry. It's driving me absolutely mental. But everything else is running really smooth, really nice. Look at this in the dark. It's funny how you get different pictures from, you know, like different pictures from different cameras. Like, look at the difference, eh? Like, literally, the camera's right here beside me. 23 sovereign states, yeah. So there you go, right? Yeah, I know. It always trips me out. Like, you know, it's not really America. But yeah, American. Because what do you say? You call them statesies, right? Statesies, right? It doesn't work. USCs or whatever, USAs. I don't know. You know, it doesn't work. So that's why we call them Americans, right? It's just easier, right? We can be Canadians and Mexicans, but what about the states? Like Statesons, right? What else are you gonna call them? I was gonna say Yanks, Yankees, right? I love Yanks. That's a great name, but like, you know, I don't even know if it's probably a racist term nowadays, for all I know, right? So. Too much fun, man. Too much fun. God, I love this live streaming stuff. I know it's gonna get better. We'll figure it out. You don't want to know what we call them, right? I don't know, eh? I forget what you guys call them actually. what do you guys call them? Shoot, can't remember what it is, but it's probably funny. Yeah, I know that's the thing. Like, you know, I like it's kind of fun to, you know, to talk stereotypes and you know, teasing people innocently for fun. You know, like I just, people take too much offense nowadays. You know, because yeah, I think it's funny. It's like you know, calling us hosers. You know, like, it's cool. Oh, did you enjoy oh, that's very good. The specifications, hopefully you guys picked up something about the specs. It's really long and kind of dry and boring. I get that. But yeah, it's very important to understand how that works, and you got to know how to price these jobs, because learning how the specs are organized and how they're worded, and then knowing the contrast between them and the drawings and the details, because anything in the specs will trump what's in the drawings and the details. Okay, so if you find a major conflict in them, you have to put an RFI in to get that clarified. But you can also use stuff like that strategically, and because when you put an RFI in at bid time, everyone else who's bidding can see it. Okay, but if you can foresee an issue that you can like manipulate to your advantage later on, you might want to keep that RFI to yourself. Okay, so the other guys don't pick it up. It's a strategic thing, right? I like to myself to be open and honest and iron out all the kinks ahead of time, but more often than not, that shoots you in the foot later, because then everyone else is getting the same information. So yeah, you got to be strategic and careful. Okay, you also don't want to get caught with your pants down either, right? The 32 gigabyte kit, not the 64. Yeah, I seen. I was gonna get two 32 gigabyte kits, because they have the lower latency in the 16 gigabit chips, as you know, compared to the other one, right? So, but yeah, so I'll go into details in, like, you know, details and drawings next time, if that's something you guys want. Okay, let me know. I'll do the drawings and details next. But yeah, man, as far as today goes, that was a good stream. The elevations, look at that. This so anything looking at this picture, this is your elevations on the drawings. This is good stuff. It'll you know, these are your floor plans. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I hope I don't either. This here is your section details. So you'll have like cut-throughs. That's where the different symbols will tell you where to go and what means. Oh, duh. That's this is your section details. Sorry, I wasn't on that page. Elevations, all right? Elevations, floor plans. You can get overall floor plans like this, and then you can have this overall plan is good because it tells you where the fire rating will be. Okay, this is each floor. And that's where you know every wall is under side of structure and fire rated. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Dibs. You bet. I'll talk to you in a little bit on the Discord. I'm going to wrap it up here right away. I just want to quickly go over drawings. And then you got your section details that you know, give you a cut through look, right? There's some elevation details. Here's section details here. All right, this gives good stuff for the exterior assemblies. Okay, I'll give you parapet details. See, parapet detail. All right, your stairwells, your fire rating on your elevator and stairwells. Okay, right, stairwell, and then you have your details. Right up here, you can see this big is the parapet. Okay. So you got your, it'll tell you how high up you need to insulate, and it'll give you your parapet elevation as well. And you see how it's always lines. It gives you your finishes, so you got to know where it goes, right? Like, and you'll have expansion joints and stuff like that, and all kinds of stuff. So right below the I-beam on the exterior here, you'll have an expansion joint. Details around opening here. This is your roof curbs and your access, right? Roof access. Details on that. Right, at your door jambs, stuff like that. Okay, lots of good details. Here's your corner details. Look at this is important. This is extremely important. These corner details, all these details. It's going to tell you a whole bunch of things. On this job specifically, we had to enclose every single column inside the walls. Okay, with drywall. So it had to be drywalled inside the wall, right? So that was a tricky one. But we missed that at first on this job, so we had to go, and there's a lot of fixing. But look at the details here, okay? The studs may not be in the right spot, but it's telling you the number of studs. Hard corners everywhere. This is hard corners everywhere, dude. So no floaters, okay? No floaters. And all these columns are going to be enclosed, and fire rated. Here's a column right here. Let's see if I can blow this up. Okay. And you look at your doors, right? All the extra blocking, okay? A stud and double blocking. You can see right here the corner. This stud is just flipped wrong. It's just this stud will actually just go this on here, right? It'll be the inside corner for this side, right? It's just they just ended up being drawn in the wrong spot. Let's see here if there's a concrete 8x8 concrete. Never mind. But look at these details, guys. Okay. Look at the blocking that goes in here, dude. Built up steel stud column. But yeah, wow, that is massive blocking. It doesn't give you a whole lot of room for your steel stud. See this double wall, right, with the staggered studs. Okay, that's your double fire rated wall with the 1 inch in between. Okay, you're gonna stagger your 16s on each wall. Okay, that's a detail that's going to show you that. Even though these studs are just flipped the wrong way, it's just showing you hard corners here, okay? And in these double wall corners, it's showing you how they want that as well. Look with the extra stud right there. Okay, so 2 studs on that corner, right? Okay, that's on the double wall. Okay. So typically you would just have that 1 stud, right? And that would be it, because you're not going to board the inside of that, just the outside. Let's see if I can find one with a column in it. Look at that, CMU. At the CMU, okay. Yeah, hard corners. Look at that. So that's a duct run, okay? It's double layer inside and outside of that mechanical shaft. Let's see, there's got to be one with a column somewhere. There's a parapet, right? That's your parapet here, okay? And you can see on the inside here, right? You're going to have wood blocking, and then the cap goes on that. Wood blocking is because it's always sloped. It's not flat, right? And then you got a door schedule. Okay, door and window schedule. What is that? Landscaping or whatever. But yeah, it's like the specifications. The devil's in the detail, right? You need to make sure you look in the details, because I know there was somewhere in this one specifically where we found, this is an electrical drawing, actually. Tesla tells you where all the electrical goes. sometimes as a drywallers and a framer, you need to look at this. Like, like once you do bathrooms and stuff like that, we never actually put stuff in specific spots unless we're asked by the electricians or plumbers. But like the poop fans are always in the same spot, and all that stuff, right? So they usually do that. The nice thing is, if you do know how to do bathrooms and stuff nice, you can actually put the two studs in where the poop fan will go for the guy, and sometimes you could put a header. They want a header for you to for them to attach to. Okay, that's not very common, but it can happen. Okay, but yeah, this is their typical suites. Let's go back actually. But yeah, you gotta get in there, buds. You just gotta get in there and read everything, okay? And be careful that you don't miss anything. Use highlighters. Get used to using highlighters and highlighting everything, okay? And color coding, things that are the same, okay? So it's a good practice to be in. See this thing here, this cloud? I can go over some basic symbols here with you while we're here. A cloud like this is telling you that there's an addendum. Okay, this cloud signifies an addendum, and this triangle, it has a 1 in it, so it's addendum 1. Okay, anything you see with the cloud has an RFI, a clarification attached to it, which would be an addendum. Okay, you see these little lines are your hash marks. They're going to tell you where the numbers are coming from. So you see this 9 foot 1 inch. Okay. It's coming from the outside of this wall. You see where the line stops on the outside of this 6-inch wall to the inside of this 6-inch wall. Okay, with the door in it, it goes from the inside to outside, right? That hash mark tells you where the number's coming from. It could come from center even, okay? It's either inside, outside, or center. That's the only 3 places it'll come from. You got to be very careful to keep track of that properly. You can see most of the walls will follow the same suit. So this one here is going from inside to outside, okay? This right here, your P1-1, that's your partition, okay? Partition 1-1. You'll have wall types page where you can go and it'll tell you what that is, okay? P4, partition 4, that's going to be like, say, this P1 is a corridor. That's going to be 6-inch. The P4 is going to be 3 5/8. Okay. And it could change from drawing to drawing to drawing. Each drawing will have, you have to just check the labels and the wall types. So they could have different terms, but they're going to be similar. They should be similar. Sometimes they're just numbers even. It could be anything, but, let's see if I can find, so your doors are also always labeled, right? D5, D3, D4, D4. Okay, that's door type 4, door type 3, door type 5, another door 4, door type 4. Okay, and it tells you the swings, right? Usually always swinging to that inside wall. Okay, but you can see, for example, okay, the walk-through door is going one way, and the bathroom is going the other. Okay. But that's important. Let's see if I can find a cut through, an example of a cut through or a detail. Oops. EW, that's a common for your exterior wall, right? EW, exterior wall 3. Your exterior walls and your interior walls will be labeled differently. You're going to have, hey, Will Cash, good morning, brother. How's it going, my man? Welcome. Yeah, so they're always going to be divided. They're going to be 2 different sections. You'll have your exterior wall types and your interior wall types. Okay, that's always something, right? Your windows here are labeled, look, W7, W1A, right? Exterior wall 3. Look at that grid line. There's a grid line there, okay? GL means the grid line. So this is your outside grade beam. Okay, grid line right there. So a lot of times fire rated walls will have like a dashed line to it. But there's another symbol, a couple other symbols that there aren't here. that I'm seeing. So there's like one for details and one for cut throughs. I'm trying to see if I can find one somewhere. But yeah, the further you are in the drawings too, like, let's see if we can go to a bigger drawing. Oop. Trying to see if I could find like a thing for detail and cut throughs, but I'm not seeing it. Not seeing any yet. I see that cloud. We call that the cloud there. That's for the change order of the RFI. All right. Oh yeah, look at these little details on the bottom here too. Hey, they got details at the bottom of the page here. Oh yeah, half jam. So with getting drywall returns, so that's like for your closet doors, sliders as well. But yeah, look at that, header jams. Interior door, typical jam. So look at that, hard corners. It's specifying hard corners at everywhere on this job. So you got to know that. You got to price it right. You know what I mean? The price is right. But yeah, those are just details, which is nice. So I'm wondering, why can't I find any of those other symbols? I wonder. Oh, so here is a good one. See this dashed line here? This is drywall, but this is your bulkheads. Okay, this is showing you where your bulkheads are going to be. Okay, and your drop ceilings. So you can see this dashed line, the bulkheads. Kitchen is going to be a drop ceiling in the kitchen. Okay, looks like there's a bulkhead all the way, and then there's more bulkhead / ceiling work. Okay, in the bathroom, there's always in the bathroom. In this one closet, it's looks like a bulkhead running straight through there, but you'll just put a ceiling in that closet. Bulkhead here in a walk-through closet. These ceilings are concrete, I know that. And then this kitchen ceiling could be at a different elevation than the bulkhead. So underside of bulkhead, 7'10", and the drywall ceiling will be 8'10". Okay, so the kitchen ceiling will be a foot higher than the bulkhead, the bottom of the bulkhead. Okay. This is extremely important in a kitchen to have that elevation correct because of the cabinets and stuff. Okay. But yeah, you can see where there's nothing is nothing. You don't do anything. It's just concrete. It'll be painted. But you can see it'll tell you your ceiling on your ceiling plan, on your reflected ceiling plan, and that's what it's for. It's going to give you your elevation. Okay, underside of ceiling 8'10". Okay, the bulkhead height 7'10". Okay, and it tells you everywhere 7'10" everywhere in here. 8'10" underside of ceiling. Still, I don't see any of these other symbols like cut throughs or whatever that I'm trying to show you some more symbols, but this drawing doesn't have it for details. I haven't seen a detail pop out yet either. There's got to be one coming up. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. Okay. So right here is a symbol for a cut through, the triangle right here. Okay. So this is detail, or not detail, section 1 on drawing A 6.2. Okay. And the arrow here is showing you the direction the cut through is going to be looking at. Okay. So it's going to be pointing outwards, towards the outside of the stairwell. Okay. And then look, here's one further down and one A6.2, right? So it's the same. Okay, so you're going to get a view this way, all right? And let's see here. Let's see if we can find a detail. Like the doors, they're labeled 402A. Okay, it's all detailed. There's grid line 4. This circle here with the 4 in it, that's a grid line. Grid line 4. Grid line D is that grade here. Okay, grid line D. And then another cut through here. Okay, so let's go to page 6.2. And we'll take a look. I think it's on the very next page. Yep. Okay. So 6.2. Oh yeah. So it's this first section here. Okay. Yeah, A6.2. So there you go. That's giving you a look this way from the stairs. That's what that means. Okay. So if you need a view from the other way, okay, then there'll be, I'm sure. Let's see here. What did this say down at the bottom? So 611. Is it all? Are they all one? Is that all one? Yeah, A1 6.2 parkade. Okay, so there's 2 stairwells. That's right. There's 2 stairwells. Okay, and with the elevator in the middle. That's why I was confused. Duh. Silly Chris. Never mind. Silly Chris. Let's scan out for a second. But yeah, anyway, so that gives you some more an idea of like your challenges that you're going to be facing. Hey, Cruiser, how's it going, bro? If you're doing, you're more than likely having to drywall underneath these stairs. Okay, you're more than likely having to drywall this ceiling as well. So what you need is you need to plan your scaffolding out. Okay, you got scaffolding here, and you're going to need to access that that up there. Okay, and I like to have scaffolding. I have a bench and a plank. Every there's a P8A wall. Okay, a P8A wall as well on every stairwell. See the R1, that is roof 1. Okay, there'll be multiple roof designs. This is your elevator shaft in the middle. P8A wall on the other side as well. See this F4-1? That's a floor type. Okay. There we go. There's a detail right there. So this is how you find a detail. How's Cruiser Mac doing, man? How's the island, bruh? Nice. So this is a detail. So detail 6 on A7.1. So if you remember the cut through here, oh, look at that. There's a cut through detail, a section detail 6 on A7.1. Okay, and it's looking that way. The way the arrow is pointing, it's a detail looking this way. Okay, towards the middle. Yeah, it's raining here too. Eh? Every day, baby. It's raining every day. It's insane, right? But then this is how you find the detail. Okay, so that's a section detail, and this is a detail, a plan detail. Okay, two different things. You can tell by the arrow. Right, so we can find our page numbers down here. Okay, architectural, so A6.2. Okay, and it's got a little title here. But to get to the detail on detail number 6 on A7.1. Okay, so let's go to 7.1. Okay, 7.1. And the details are labeled. So detail 1, 2, detail 6 we want, right? Detail 6. All right, so this detail is a section and a plan detail, okay? So this is what that was pointing at. And the reason why you want to look at this is for the look at the finishing here, maybe like concrete topping. So those will be what? Metal stairs, steel pan, yep. Concrete topping, support angle, welded to stringer. Typical vinyl treads with rubber strip noising. Okay, steel stringer as per structural drawing. Paint finish. And then steel beam as per structural drawing. So that's steel beam. And yeah, see that's F3, that's your floor. That's your floor type 3. Okay, that's their detail there. That's what the details mean, the circle. Okay, when it's got that arrow, it's giving you a section cut through look, right? So yeah, if it doesn't have that arrow, it could be literally just looking down at something. Okay, like a bird's eye view, right? Not section details aren't bird's eye view. They're standing up. They're always standing up. Okay, the floor plans are looking down, right? Well, that's good, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a lazy day, eh? I got another video to work on, and but yeah, dudes, I was just gonna say too. But yeah, that's basically it, right? That's most of the symbols you're gonna need to know. And yeah, just always check your details. Read everything. Your specs, your details, everything. Don't get caught. Don't miss it. Don't miss something. Okay, that's the worst. Oh man, oh man. Oh yeah? Okay, cool, man. I'll have to check that out. Meet Kevin. All right, dude. Yeah, I'll have to try that. Thanks, David. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure, man. Yeah, it just takes a lot of practice. Hey, lots of practice. Yeah, it's definitely a skill to learn, buddy. I know. It's crazy. Yeah, it takes tons of practice, especially like for myself. It was hard because I'm like extremely shy, like camera shy, and I have stage fright big time, you know. So yeah, live streaming and talking, it was tough. It was tough, but I'm getting better, I think. It'd be nice when I get my stream nice and smooth and perfect. That'd be nice. But it seems like it's been running pretty good the last little bit here. A little bit of buffering, but I don't think nothing too major. Before it was doing it every minute, like just on, like non-stop, buffer after buffer after buffer. It was crazy, unbearable. Yeah, this is a new microphone. Yeah, I got it. I got the Shure M7 or MV7X or whatever it is. But yeah, I got two of these because I have I got to get a smaller stands. I got to get two smaller stands for them because this stands are too high. But I got two of them for my live interviews. I can have now up to 3 guests here. I can do 4. I got wireless mics too, but I do got two of these mics. So I'm gonna have a guest in here pretty soon. I just like I was saying, I was getting all the hardware tweaked and everything. So 'cause I wanted a good smooth stream. And I'm gonna have Barbie YEG in. She's gonna come in and yeah, she's fun. She's fun. You can check her out on Instagram. But yeah, it's the outfit she wants to wear. I'm like, I don't know, it might be a little too spicy for YouTube, but hey, as long as you're covered, I guess. Like, look at Christina Cali. You know what I mean? She's basically wearing thongs and bra. You know, so I think this should be okay. But sounds excellent, right? I love it. It doesn't pick up like all this like little tiny sounds. It's awesome. Like my Rode mic picks up everything, all the funny sounds that I make with my mouth and that, and it's just crazy, you know. It's okay, we don't mind. She can come in anyway. Exactly, right? Yeah, Will Cash. Yeah, it's gonna be a good stream. Yeah, you guys will like her. She just got brand new boobs, and they're big, and yeah, she's looking good. So. Yeah, it'll be a fun stream. It'll be a fun stream for sure. But yeah, that'll be soon. I know she wants to get it over with. I got to go shoot some thumbnails though with her ahead of time. I'll schedule that live stream a week in advance. So I know you guys won't mind. That's the whole point. You know, it should be fun, and to help get her some promotion for her Instagram and stuff as well. But yeah, dudes, it'll be fun. She's fun. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know it, son. That's too funny. Now my wife is like, like, well, I was like, just interviewing her. I was like, you can come in too. Like, it's not like, whatever. I mean, it's just my wife has nothing to worry about. So, it'll be a good stream. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh, Court, she's the best. But yeah, dudes, it'll be good. So, like I said, I'll definitely schedule that a week in advance, so you'll know, you'll get that. I'll promote it too. Everybody will know when that stream is. So, but yeah, I guess unless anyone has any final questions about anything really, while we're here, I'm gonna start shutting it down, dudes. It's 11:11. I think we've gone for 2 hours, which is fantastic. I used to go like 2 to 3 hours, which I love streaming. I could stream for hours and hours on end, as long as everything's running smooth and we're good, And then that could be it. It could be too, like the fact that I'm transferring NDI with the laptop. That could be one of the things. Who knows what it is, but as you talk about buffering and the damn thing buffers on you, right? How silly is that? But yeah. Anyways, like I was just saying, like man, I got like. I got a small little TV production studio in here. Like, man, it is like, yep, jinxed it. Yep. Yeah, like the power I have running the stream now, the encoder, like, holy cow, man. Like, I got a lot of power behind this live stream now, and some good cameras and whatnot. So, and I'm pretty good with the tech, like the NDI and things. There's a lot going on, a lot of things I'm working on, but that's the whole point of it. Just some days no problems, some days lots of problems. Yeah, that's the thing about live streaming. It's tough. Like, it's basically you're running a live production by yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nobody here helping me, right? And that's the tough part. If we had a technician in the background who could control sound and play things and work with comments and all this, like, you could have quite a crazy stream. I don't know who that is. I'm just trying to find this Meet Kevin. That's what I want to do. Meet Kevin. Oh, I think I know this guy. Yeah, I think I've seen this guy before. But yeah, I'm going to check him out after. But yeah, you guys take care. I got to go myself. Cruiser Mac, you have a wonderful day. Happy 4th of July, everyone in the South. And yeah, I'm David. I might see you over at Meet Kevin's next live stream. But Will Cash and Jugadar, or not Jugadar. Who's Jugadar here? Typico or Will Cash? Dibs. Mama K was here. Frigil, 16. Yeah, that's it. Sammy Superstar. Right on. I want to wish everyone a happy, safe week. And we'll see you guys soon on the very next stream. Bye for now, everybody. You're very welcome, boss. You're very welcome. Oh, is that not going to work? You're very welcome, Will Cash. You're very welcome, guys. And if you guys have any further questions, be sure to ask them. Chris at constructioncronies.com or on the Discord. Bye for now, guys.